For the Lindenwood Sports Network, I'm TJ Weber. After a quiet beginning of the week, the action picked up for Lindenwood Athletics this past weekend. Men's soccer hosted Southwest Baptist University on Friday afternoon and picked up an impressive 5-0 victory. The Lions concluded their 2017 season on Sunday with a 1-0 overtime victory over number 25 Northeastern State on senior night. Stephen Lillico scored the game-winning goal. It was his fourth of the season. Men's soccer finishes their season with a final record of 10-7. Field hockey started the 2017 ECAC tournament off on the right foot on Friday afternoon, picking up a 4-0 victory over Bellarmine University in the semifinals. The Lions impressed in Sunday's championship match against Limestone College, routing the Saints by a 3-0 margin. Lindenwood clinched their second straight ECAC championship. Bridget Hugendijk won MVP of the tournament, scoring 4 goals in 2 games. Men's and women's swimming and diving competed at the Drury Invitational on Friday and Saturday afternoon. The men's team finished in first out of 5 teams, while the women's team finished in second place out of 4 teams. Women's ice hockey dropped 2 games this past weekend to number 10 Robert Morris University in Wentzville, Missouri. Men's cross country finished in 7th place out of 27 at the NCAA Central Region Championships on Saturday. This event ended a historic season for the men's team as they picked up their first ever conference championship 2 weeks ago. Women's volleyball picked up 2 wins last week, beating Washburn on Saturday by a 3-2 margin and sweeping Emporia State on Sunday. Women's basketball opened up their season with 2 exhibition games this past weekend. The Lady Lions lost to St. Louis University and Missouri State. Both games were away from home. Men's basketball had an impressive showing at Marquette University during their exhibition matchup in Milwaukee on Saturday. The Lions lost 81-79 to the Golden Eagles, missing a last-second shot that would have led Lindenwood to a win over their Division I opponent. Football won their second straight game with a 37-17 win over Missouri Southern State in Joplin, Missouri on Saturday afternoon. The Lions put up 479 total yards on offense. Kalen Campbell picked up his best performance of the season, rushing for 129 yards and 1 touchdown. Antonio Davis led the defense with 8 total tackles, including 2 tackles for loss. Coming up this week, women's volleyball will lead things off on Thursday night as they host Southwest Baptist at 6 p.m. The Lions will then travel to Joplin, Missouri to take on Missouri Southern State University at 6 p.m. on Friday. Women's basketball hosts Southern Arkansas University in the home opener at 11 a.m. on Friday. The women will then host the University of Arkansas at Monticello at 5 p.m. on Saturday night. Men's basketball opens up their season in Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin against Bemidji State University at 5:30 p.m. on Friday. The men will then take on the University of Minnesota Duluth in Wisconsin at 3 p.m. on Saturday. Men's and women's swimming and diving will compete against the University of Missouri St. Louis at UMSL at 1 p.m. on Saturday. Football hosts the University of Central Missouri at Hunter Stadium on Saturday in the final game of the season. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. For the Lindenwood Sports Network, I'm TJ Weber. We are One Roar.